Let me take this call. It's very important. Hi, who's this?
Yeah, this is Bobo.
Oh!
We're very busy today, Bobo. Why are you calling? We got Jay Okerson and David Tell and Bill Byrne here today.
Now, I was going to make this quick about a crazy experience I had on my way to seeing Reverend Bob Levy last Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Well, what happened was on the way.
This is supposed to play out this way.
That place that I called.
Okay.
When I called the directions to the venue, they gave me really bad directions. They gave me bad directions.
Right.
They told me Peapack, New Jersey was the closest train station, but all that time it was Short Hills. And I got all the way to some town called Peacock, whatever that.
This is like the beginning of an Oscar-winning movie.
And I get a...
If you could just play this guy. This is the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard.
If you could just play this guy. Congratulations on the 76ers thing, by the way, Bobo. Congratulations. 2-day contract with the Philadelphia 76ers.
What?
Yeah, it's a story in the news.
Oh, okay.
High school student with Down syndrome.
Well, it's great that...
Down syndrome was signed by the Sixers for 2 days.
Yeah, but it's great that Bobo's calling in because one of my favorite clips on this show is Patrice laughing during the up and down game.
That was amazing.
I was standing right here when that happened.
Yeah.
Right in the same
That's right.
spot.
Jay was here.
Yeah, that was...
Big Jay Okerson was here for that.
I wanted to use that expression, but I don't know how to say it, that French. This is very apropos.
Apropos.
I try to just mumble my way through it.
No, never doubt yourself.
This is very
You're right.
apropos.
So, Bobo, do you have a point today?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was more to the story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God.
Keep going then.
This is just
Let's
the
hear.
setup,
I
Dave.
actually got stranded in that station waiting for a cab because I was struggling to find every cab company I called would not go into that area.
You know, I got stranded one time at the drive-in. I was branded a fool.
Oh. Little bit.
That's what I felt like.
What amazing commitment.
If you saw me that day, I looked like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
It's great. I wish you looked like Scatman Crothers at the end of that film.
Oh, it sounded like you had a...
Well, did you make it to the show, Bobo?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I made it
credits.
to the show. I made it to the show.
That's your movie.
See, if he had just paused before he said that, he would be an alternative comic.
Yeah, yes.
You got to take this to Sundance. See
I
what
picture...
what the boys think.
I picture this like a movie that takes place in one night. This is kind of an American Graffiti thing. His story, more morons and their fucking night out.
But who would play Bobo?
Ah.
Because Bobo can't, because then he won't get the Oscar for just being himself.
No.
You got to have
I
someone
think
that
Sean
plays
Penn's
Bobo.
too old.
I'm
Sean
saying,
Penn's too
But
old.
wait, who has his level skills?
I
Who would
think
play
Edward
Bobo?
Norton could probably
Ed
play
Norton?
Bobo. Yeah.
think?
Yeah, but he's not moving tickets right now. We
That's
got
true.
to
And you
get
want
our money back.
And you want a
Yeah.
guy that kind of looks like Bobo to begin with, don't
Well,
you?
they do great work with makeup these days.
DiCaprio, maybe. They could say
DiCaprio.
Gilbert, great, but not as smart and savvy.
Unfortunately, this is the 17th most difficult trek to see Bob Levy anyone's ever had.
Really? Was there parking by the time you got there? Were there any seats?
It was way too far. I was at Peapack. The show was in Springfield.
Oh, wow.
I
If you
don't
know the map,
never
that's
the
crazy.
twain
Now
shall
he's,
meet.
going,
Riviera
now he's going
of,
Johnny
Jersey.
Cash on us.
I've been everywhere, man.
And when I finally did get a cab,
he's killing now. Yeah.
that came. Guess what happened? That guy.
Wait, you told us to guess. We're trying to guess.
He took you to his destination, and the cab smelled fine.
No.
You
His
found
last
out
name
into
was
the story
Singh.
in the glove compartment.
Yeah.
You started talking and then didn't realize by the end that he had shot himself.
No, by the time I got there, that
Thank
cab driver, I felt like he extorted me for every cent I had in my pocket.
Extortion?
Really?
I didn't know you got a February.
I had to go to the ATM
Jesus.
to get to get more money.
Wait. How much was it?
There you go.
160 he extorted me for.
Extorted you for 160. How far
That's the
was it,
worst.
Bobo?
all the way from P-PAC all the way to Springfield.
Do you know miles? Do you know things like that, or is it just toothpicks that fall on the floor you can count?
I was practically close to Pennsylvania.
So, Bobo, what was the problem? I'm not hearing any, like...
He spent $160.
$160
to go see Bob Levy.
Stop, apparently.
Yeah.
And the guy gave me bad directions. The venue gave me bad directions.
Right.
Hey, listen, one time, shame on them. The second time, shame on you. I don't think you're listening, sir.
Fool me twice, won't get fooled again.
Yeah, first time, shame on them.
I really got stuck in that.
Second time, shame on you. 500th time, shame on this radio show.
Shame on your mom's womb.
Oh, Anthony.
But the venue gave
man,
directions.
Jesus, on a Tuesday.
There. I don't know why.
Tuesday.
My God, man.
Got 3 more days of this.
That's why.
At least it's not a sunny day today, so we won't feel too guilty after leaving here.
What was the venue, Bobo?
We'll put that in our fucking
Oh,
heads.
good question. What was the venue?
Was the Comedy Cove at Scotty's Steakhouse.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why when I play Eastern Pennsylvania, I play VFW halls, nice at Columbus. Excellent directions.
Right.
They will make sure you know where to go by the click. And that means a
Comedy
mile in military
Cove.
terms.
Yes.
Was it by the sea?
The Comedy Cove.
The Royal Order of the Water
at
Buffalo.
I already forgot the name of the place.
steakhouse.
Some kind of steakhouse.
The comedic sound.
Did you? So
Out
you
on Pier number 9.
You never made it there?
Oh, I made it. Bob Levy had just started by the time I got there.
So what's the problem?
Yeah. What is the problem? Oh, it cost him
Oh,
$160.
wait, that's the end of the movie, and that part is in color.
Right.
The whole movie you shoot in black and white, and then you get to that. And then you keep
Yes.
you start with him at the show, it's in color, and then you go back
You
to
go
black and
back.
white. So then it's artsy.
Showed you his
I like
trek.
it.
Travis is telling me it's only 25 minutes. So this cab guy
cab
really
ripped him
fucked
off.
him.
Wow, Bobo. The guy saw you coming.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
took
with your
advantage
tuxedo.
of me. I feel this guy tried to take
All right, hold on.
advantage
Bob
of me.
Levy's
It's
not
somebody
there. Hold on.
So much levels of corruption. This is the house of cards and stories. This is the house of cards. I can't wait to go home and download this complete and binge
Oh, you
listen.
got to get caught up. You got to get caught up, Dave.
You got to binge watch
Yeah.
it.
You're like 3 seasons into Bobo's
Yes,
life.
episode 1 starts about 25 to 30 years ago in a delivery room with a woman crying.
Well, the story gets better, people. We go to the next level here. We got Bob Levy now.
All right.
Oh, good.
Mr. Levy,
happened?
what's up?
He went to the wrong train thing, right?
Yeah.
You know how far he was away from the club?
Huh.
He was 15 miles away, and the guy charged him $160.
Fuck.
He was like just babbling when he got in the thing because he was all nervous. And the guy was like, "Fuck it, I could probably make a fortune off it."
Bobo.
Jesus, he
Bobo.
took advantage of you, Bobo.
Bobo needs a poker face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he flipped out. So
Bobo needs a
getting
life
his money
coach.
back.
Life coach,
We
yes.
should find out the name of that cab company who takes advantage of a guy who's obviously
Yeah, as much as we hate Bobo, this isn't right.
disabled.
Yeah, what was the name of the...
I called up. I got the guy. They're gonna get it down to whatever the charge would be, and they're gonna send him the money. Because I said he's taking advantage of a guy that's whatever.
That's very nice. I would make it.
I love how no one wants to say it.
Oh, with merch?
Yeah. $160. That's 2 T-shirts.
Yeah, with fucking taxi
a
cab
cozy,
logos.
But you guys are missing something. How
Yeah.
did,
a
how, did Bob,
bobblehead.
how did Bob Levy get involved with this? How did you get involved with
loves
Bobo's
his fans.
problems?
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, he loves his fans.
Because Bob paid $200 for the same ride.
Yes,
He
Bob.
walked into the show, and I had like 10 minutes left, and I already did like an hour. And he walks in, and I go, "What happened to you?" And he just starts screaming in front of everybody.
Oh, my
I just
God.
got fucked by a cab driver, and everybody thought he was raped by him or something.
Everybody lifted up their steak knives because it's also a steakhouse.
He was like fucking, and he just went on with the story. How he had to, he didn't say 100 was enough, so he had to
really
stop at
laughing.
ATM.
Where was that anger while it was going on, Bobo? You need to get angry as it's happening.
Everybody ripped their lobster bibs off and ran to the door.
We gotta fight this guy.
That surf and turf crowd, very angry. Angry people.
Bring your lobster tails.
Yeah.
We might need them.
We're trying to have some laughs, and a dunderhead has been taken advantage of.
But Bob, Bobo thinks you just started your set, but you're at the end of it.
No, I did 10 minutes. He seen me there for. He came
That's
in,
it.
and I was like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Oh, that's great.
And he was like, just like babbling, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on with this
Now,
guy?"
now,
And he told me afterwards. So I fucking called up and I said, "You can't take advantage of somebody like, you know what I mean?"
Right.
Yeah. And they go, "That's real. That's not fair." You know what I mean? Because we have some people in our family that are, you know, like him. You know.
Oh my God!
Oh, come on.
Dude, you should do like public service announcements, like to raise money. You know, each year over 30,000 people are born. Yeah, you know,
With whatever.
whatever.
With
you know, and
Kind of. Well,
Bobo, what kind of driver was it?
All right, dare I say he was black?
dare
minute.
I say?
Oh,
he goes,
Jesus,
dare
Bobo.
I say?
Dare I say? How did he
Dare
sound?
you.
Bobo does accents now. How does he sound? How did he sound?
I don't know. I can't imitate the voice. He kind of sounds
Give me
like
money, motherfucker.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much DJ Who could speak, and that would pretty much describe what he sounded like.
Like DJ Who Kid.
Oh, like DJ Who Kid.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
No.
So
Well, I
you
guess-
didn't ask him like, hey, that's a lot of money.
I didn't, because the whole point, I felt threatened.
Stand your ground. Stand your ground.
Threatened how? How'd you feel
Stand
threatened?
your ground. He felt threatened.
oh, this
Why
took
did
an
you-
ugly turn with
It
one
did.
question.
Why'd you feel threatened?
I felt I could have been dropped off in the woods in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Did he ask you how much money you had on you?
Did he call you
and
new
then-
fish?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Oh no!
Yeah, but I'm saying, why would the guy charge 160 when you
Yeah.
don't look like you'd have that kind of money on him?
Did he say how much money do you have?
Did he touch you, Schmeckel?
No. All I said is, all I said was, I said I have $100 and he said it's going to be at least 160.
He saw it in your eyes, man. He saw it in your eyes.
I had to get off at an ATM.
What a scumbag.
What, to
Then
get
head
more
back to
money?
the cab. Then
He had to go get another trick
to
stick.
the venue.
As annoying as Bobo is, I want to fucking strangle this.
Right?
What
this
kind of
cabbie.
town is this?
Yeah.
The fuck?
No, and you know what?
He's
the
in
funny
Deadwood.
thing is, they told him. The guy told him it was near Pennsylvania. It's nowhere near fucking Pennsylvania.
Oh man!
He was 15 miles away, but I talked to the owner, and they're going to reimburse the money. And I
But
got
They should
Bobo
fire that
dressed.
scumbag cab driver.
Hey,
though.
let the buyer beware. That's what I say.
And Bobo, how
Caveat emptor.
this might be a tough question, but how long were you in the cab, Bobo? How long did it feel?
I think it was maybe a half hour.
Wow.
Were you sitting up front?
But that's because he dropped you off at the ATM.
Exactly.
I had to sit next. I had to sit in the front seat.
Well, that's extra. There you go, son.
Why?
That's extra.
Who's in the back seat?
His wife and kid.
Wait a minute.
Holy shit!
Wait, some guy with his wife and kids drove you?
That wasn't a
Holy
cab, dude.
shit.
That
Was
wasn't
this
a
really
cab.
an episode of Are We
You
There
were
Yet?
robbed.
Yeah.
You were robbed.
Did it look like a cab?
It was an abduction and robbery.
It was a cab, but supposedly,
Bill, you're
according
right,
to
this
what
is a movie.
I found out from the company.
Yeah.
Their drivers are freelance.
Oh,
freelance.
Oh.
They're freelance.
Yeah, then he goes.
well, you had to pay for
Then
that.
Bobo goes missing, and then Judd Hirsch looks for him.
Right.
Yes, and then finds him and wish he didn't. God, this guy said, shut up.
You paid for the experience of being part of his family. That was the extra money.
Yeah, exactly. It was like you were Steve Martin in The Jerk.
There. Yeah, like Cracker Barrel, like the family experience.
Yeah.
This guy shows up with his wife and kid in the back.
How old was the kid?
17.
Smart enough to laugh at Bobo.
I'm gonna assume he was 5 years old.
All right.
All right,
You
cool.
could assume that.
Okay.
Don't insult him.
Right.
Was it a station wagon?
I've seen him sold. This is just a rough guess.
All right.
So he's got his wife
Why
and
would
kid.
you
They
tell him
stop.
how much money you have on you?
Wait, go,
Wait, was
Jimmy.
there any sort of signage on the side of the car? Did you just get in a car?
Yeah, it said family style cab driving.
There was signage on the car.
There was?
Yeah, there was some stickers that were
No
obviously
child left
from the
behind
cab.
transport.
Then the cab driver got out and started selling bootleg T-shirts to Bob Levy's show.
Did the mother or the kid talk at all to you?
No, I don't think they really spoke that much.
No, huh?
Really?
They knew.
So did you talk the whole time?
I'm sure.
No.
And they stopped and made you get an extra 60 out of the fucking bank?
Oh,
No, every word that came out of his mouth, the driver just kept seeing more and more dollar
Oh,
signs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the conversation between him and his old lady when Bobo got out to go to the ATM? Oh, man, I'm going to soak this motherfucker.
You really shouldn't be doing this. Listen,
Yeah, you're in shit.
times are hard. Times are hard. Oh, my God. This is like 12 Years a Slave meets The Rain Man.
right.
Meets something else. A heavy metal video.
That's pretty sad.
Axl Rose getting off the bus and Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, you can go so many different ways.
Call up Joe DeRosa.
12 years
Please.
a cab ride.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Bob Levy?
That's it. After the show, I went downstairs and I seen a black guy with his family having a steak dinner.
Yeah. Celebrating.
Celebrate.
And they went, boom, baby.
Yeah.
That's when they pulled the con of the year.
Booyah.
I also have to say that caused me to play this one mission in GTA 5 that makes me laugh every time I play it.
Uh-oh.
Every time I fail that mission. Remember that mission where you got to repossess the guy's car in the mansion?
No.
And if you fail the mission, if you walk into the guy's wife while she's in some tennis. Well, she's with
Who gives a shit?
Wait.
How do you have no ability to understand what is not pertinent to a
No,
story?
it is. This is the end.
This makes him feel better.
This is like fall. Now it's falling down. So you go into the fucking. So you play this part of the video game, and what happens? Do you fuck his wife? What do you do?
Yeah, why does it remind you of this one mission? Get to the point, Bobo.
No. This is
Makes him
great.
feel better.
Do you murder a black cab family?
Funny is that if you're playing as the black guy in the game, if you walk up to the family and if you walk up to the wife and get caught, you hear the tennis instructor go. you hear the wife saying, May I help you? And the tennis instructor starts screaming.
Calm down.
Oh, my God.
So who did you relate to in the story? So
Tell
you
the
felt like
story.
you.
Don't let the story tell you.
No. Now he feels like he has power because now he's the black guy,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
and he's scaring the white person.
He's scaring the white people in the
Now
game.
it's Mississippi burning.
Just crying while he's playing, yelling $160.
I think the cab driver's shitty at the con. He could have got at least 300 from Bobo.
Probably could have, yeah.
Dude, this guy
Bobo,
is
you're
like.
an idiot.
What?
This is one of the when they sit there and they talk about these violent video games.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
This guy right here should not be playing those games.
He's getting inspired by them. And
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy here
sweet.
should not have an ATM fucking card.
No kidding.
That's true.
Oh, Bob.
That is true.
This guy here is, so
So,
he's,
Bo-
like that.
wait,
One of
here's the
these.
question. How did you get home? You're not going to go back in a cab.
I got a fan to take him home.
Oh, Levy's a nice
look
guy.
at Levy for the
Jesus, getting
defense.
involved.
You were like
Got dropped
the
off at a
equalizer.
closer-
Yeah.
And that guy raped Bobo.
Closer train station, Fort Hills, the correct train station. That I
All
would've-
right.
Oh, well, there you go.
He's like the wolf. Gentlemen, we got to get Bobo home in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet, gentlemen.
Exactly, because what happened was Travolta was pointing a gun at him, it went off, but nothing got all over the seat. The seat was in pristine condition.
Oh, man, I shot Bobo in the face.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I've never seen an empty head before.
And he's still talking.
Of course.
Yeah, he talks through the whole thing.
Bobo.
That must have been a horrible train ride back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great story,
On a
man.
night of laughs and steaks.
Belly full of steak and
Laughs
laughter.
and steaks. Hey, Bobo, did you have a
Conspiracy wrapped
steak?
around a
Night of cube steak.
stew, laughter.
Bobo, did you have a steak? Bobo?
He had no money left.
I was
He had a sugar packet.
I was so stressed out. I think I may have forgot what I ate. I was under so much stress.
Oh. Well, it was a steak place.
He's
So.
on the people's court, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Oh, that would be a great episode.
I do have to thank the guy who gave me that lift to Short Hill train station.
Who was that?
Thank him on your own time. Don't thank him on the fucking radio.
His name is Islander Nation on Twitter.
Here's fucking care what his Twitter is.
You give that fan an IOU for $160.
So would you say now, Bobo, you believe in angels?
It's the best.
There's a higher power out there.
God damn.
Can we let him off the hook?
This, Bobo?
I know. He's so taken advantage
Yeah, that's a
of.
good question, Bob Levy. We could end with this. What did you learn, Bobo, from this experience?
Yeah.
I learned, for one thing, call the venue twice because one person
They
might...
don't want you calling them twice.
Call the venue
No one
twice.
wants to be called twice.
Oh, no, he learned this.
Measure
All right,
twice,
all right.
cut once.
Maybe that,
All right, it's not what I learned. You're right. Bobo learned that you called the venue twice as he keeps babbling. What else did you learn?
I also learned that maybe one person might have the better information than the other person.
Right.
Good lesson.
What else did
Good
you learn
lesson.
from this whole thing?
I also learned really look up the cab company in the area.
There you
Get
go.
off.
Never sit in the front seat of a cab again unless your friends are in the back.
Absolutely.
Right.
During the fucking BET version of the movie Vacation.
Oh, the cab driver's baby piano wires you around the neck.
Yes. Hello, Carlo.
Hello, dumbo. Kicks through the windshield.
Get the cannolis.
And what else?
Yeah, what else? Good question, David Tell. Thank you. What else there,
Boy,
Bobo?
Dave.
Come on.
Bring a snack just in case. And a compass. Bring a reasonable,
Bobo?
healthy snack.
Comments?
Your blood sugar. Balance it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobo?
What else?
Keep a knife in your boot.
I also learned next time carry extra hand warmers.
What?
What? Wait, what about the hand warmers?
Oh, it was chilly out
Why, did you make you change the tire? What happened?
I don't have any idea how cold that was.
What?
Wait a minute, you gave him 160 and a tug job? No, Bobo.
Yes.
That's too much.
And who walks around with hand warmers to begin with? And he needs extra ones? So many layers to this story.
Oh, my God, he's freezing.
So many sad layers. It's not getting any better.
It's very
God,
sad.
Sakes, pull up.
It's like Harold without Maude. It really is just sad, lonely, peculiar.
Why do you need extra hand warmers, Bobo?
For the family.
No, for myself, if you get stuck that long.
Yeah.
But you were in a nice cab the whole time.
No, Opie. He was stuck. People were texting me saying he's stuck in the cold. He's freezing. He's shivering.
What, during your set you have to deal with this shit?
How did they know? Because they walked past him? Yeah, it's over there, Bobo.
Bob, are you a Twitter comic?
He called the club, and he goes, "There's some guy on the phone. He's in like a town, 15 minutes away when there's a train station right down the block."
Jesus.
Why couldn't you get on the next train?
Oh, good question.
Do you have an idea how long it takes to wait for a New Jersey train?
Well, don't raise your voice.
No,
Right? We're trying to help.
apparently you don't either.
Easy money bags.
Yeah, exactly. It's not my fault.
I know you're upset,
Judge
but do not
Jimmy.
make fun of Metro North, all right? It's a reasonably priced, great way to get around. Clean energy, all right? Let's take a breath here.
Clean energy.
I just love that Bob Levy was heavily involved. That just makes me
Completely.
very
That's
happy.
excellent
He's
with
a
the
good
fans.
man.
Negotiating a
Heavily
fucking
involved.
negotiating hostage exchanges. Right. Fucking
Getting text messages from other fans that Bobo's stuck.
Got home, yelled at the company.
I had to take care of him because the guy took advantage of him for one reason, because he could have.
I know.
And Bobo told him how much fucking money. You don't say, I've never gotten a cab, and the guy said to me, how much money you got on you? And I just handed it to him because he told me.
Right.
You shouldn't tell him the money. That's something you should learn too today.
That's like a local cab thing. You don't have meters. It's like the guy just knows from living there.
You do that. You do that shit before you get in the car, though.
My first hooker ever got me like that. Yeah.
What
What did he
happened?
say?
Wrote
45 years old.
He said, turn around, close your eyes. She'll be in a minute.
Hold on. We go to Big J Okerson. How did that play out?
Oh, I was doing was working for some engineering company, and they set me on some thing I had to go, like, they put me up in a hotel to go, like, on the road to
Stocking lab
count
coats?
to count cars. It was but I saw there was like a girls like massage, like truck stop place, and I went when I had like free time myself. I went to the place, and I walked in there and I had like $200 to my name. It's all I had. And, you know, they'd reimburse me for all my food and everything. And I sat down with this elderly lady.
Oh no!
Who gave me a massage and lightly grazed her fingers around my dick, and then she started making the hand motion like, "Do you want to fuck?" And I nodded yes. And she goes,
she go like this?
Yeah.
Finger in the hole?
She started fucking her own fist.
Thank you for reminding me of this radio.
And I go, I nodded, yeah. And then she goes, she put up three. She goes, $300. And I go, I don't have $300. And she goes, what do you have? And I went, $200.
Oh, no.
And I gave her the whole, and you know, and then 10 minutes later, when you're just fucking up that, you're like, why did I do that?
I got to be honest though, Jay. I almost understand her because she gave you a price and you said no. So she didn't just say how much do you have. That wasn't a total fucking. She actually would have wanted more.
Yeah, you kind of fucked yourself.
No, but I mean that was a fair question.
I was stupid to give mine. Yeah, but I was dumb to say, hey, here's all the money
you
I
should
owe.
have said 75. I got $75.
That's basically the same story that happened to Bobo. The guy made that fucking "you want to fuck" sign to him.
Damn. All right.
I felt bad, so I called the cab company and I said, they go, "What did the guy look like?" I said, he was black. He goes, "We're all black." And I was like, he goes, "African American."
That's racist.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But, you know, I can't say
man.
that.
That's some racial profiling right there.
Yeah, but I mean, they robbed the fucking guy that, you know what I mean, that, you know, is a little...
They robbed a stupid little cracker.
Hey,
that's what they did.
Let's run through the mud on World Star
In
Hip
the
Hop.
fucking cold.
Here
and
we
he
go.
was babbling like an idiot to the guy.
Nah, I'm relaxed.
Why don't
I'm not
we,
saying a word.
Come on.
Why don't we stop beating around the bush? Bobo. Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is wrong with you?
Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe I sometimes have fallen for things earlier too easily.
What?
No, what do you think is...
in general, or just he's saying he's naive? He's a little naive.
What do you think is wrong with you overall as a
Always
human
sees
being?
the good in people.
What's wrong with us? I can't do this. It's such a wonderful day. The Patrice O'Neill benefit, everybody. We're raising money for the good thing.
Down.
I can't do this.
Fair enough. Bobo, thank you.
I do suffer from an anxiety disorder.
Oh, it's a little anxiety.
All right, he has a little anxiety. That's okay.
Who doesn't, though?
All right. And Bob Levy, thank you, sir.
Bobby!
Bob Levy is a gentleman.
You're certainly a gentleman there, Bob. All right. We'll
Taking
talk to you
care
both
of,
soon.
Bob really stepped up.
Taking care of Bobo.
And I will be in the audience tonight.
All right, very good. Bobo will be in the
look at
audience
that.
tonight.
Bobo will be there tonight.
All right.
I bought my
We'll
ticket.
send a cab.
We'll send a cab.
Does he bring his two poodles with him?